And so I woke up this morning, and the verse that was on my heart was 1 John chapter 1, verse 5, and that is, this is the message we heard from him, and we proclaim unto you that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. Again, this is the message we heard from him. John is writing this, the Apostle John, friend of Jesus, beloved by Jesus. He says, this is the message we heard from him, we heard from Jesus, and we now proclaim it to you, we make it known unto you, and that is that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. What an awesome foundational truth that we should always be reminded of, that there is no darkness in God at all. In fact, there is only light, and light only. And we're talking about a God who loves you. We're talking about a God who is filled with grace, who's filled with mercy for you. No evil thing that occurs in this world is of God's will. No hard circumstance that you're faced with, no evil against you, no sin against you is of God's will, is of God. For God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. And so let us be reminded this morning as I reflect on that verse that as my conduct as a Christian, as a believer in Jesus Christ and a representative of him and of God, let there be no darkness in my conduct. I should operate in light in all ways. So my life, my conduct, the words that I speak, as John was saying, we proclaim unto you, we make known unto you that that God is light, and in him there's no darkness at all. So again, my conduct should just be that of light. My conduct should be that of grace. Our conduct should be that of mercy over people. Our conduct should be that of forgiveness over people. And I'll tell you one thing, sin holds us from that, from shining. Sin, where there is sin, there is darkness. And where there is darkness and sin, well, the presence of God is not fully there. The love of God is not fully in you. And that doesn't mean that God doesn't love you, but when you're operating in darkness, when you are walking in sin, when you're missing the mark, that's what sin is. When you miss the mark a bit, well, you're operating in a bit of darkness, okay? And, well, if you're operating in a bit of darkness, your light isn't obviously shining as bright as it could. And so God encourages us to walk in the light as he is in the light. And that's for the sole purpose of being honorable vessels of light, honorable vessels for his glory and his honor, and certainly it's for the blessing of other people. God being light is for the blessing of us, and that is just a beautiful thing. That's just his nature. He is light, he is love, and so let us be that today in our conduct. Don't let anything against you hinder your behavior and hinder the light that you are called to shine today as a representative of Jesus Christ and of God. So in you there is light. In you there should be no darkness at all. And where there is light, there is the presence of God. And so I'm going to recap that verse one more time. John is writing. He says, this is the message we heard from him, Jesus, and we proclaim unto you that God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. Let no darkness be in your conduct today. Love people. Let your light shine. You are so great. You are chosen and beloved by God. God bless you.